Today we will discuss about the Newton's uh, laws of motion. So before that, I want to tell you what is called the inertia. So write down here inertia. Inertia. Okay. So inertia is the inherent property of a material body by virtue of which it cannot change by itself its state of rest or uniform motion in a straight line is called inertia. Okay, so the inertia are actually, there are different types of inertia. So types of inertia. Types of inertia. So what is the first one? The first one is the inertia of rest. Inertia of rest. That means the tendency of a body to remain in its position of rest. It's called inertia of rest. Example is that a person standing in a bus falls backward when a bus suddenly starts moving forward. Okay, suppose a person is standing, when the bus will start to move forward, the person will fall in the backward direction. So this is the case of the inertia. I'll tell you afterwards that why this thing happens. Now just to learn these types of inertia. So next one is inertia of motion. Inertia of motion. Again, same thing, the tendency of a body to remain in its state of uniform motion in a straight line is called the inertia of motion. Same thing, same example, but in a different way. When a moving bus suddenly stops, a person sitting or standing will fall forward. Okay, suppose the car is moving and when it suddenly stops, the person will will fall forward because of the inertia of the motion. Okay, and next one is, the third one is called the inertia of direction. Inertia of direction. So example, I will tell the definition. The inability of a body to change by itself its direction of motion is called the inertia of direction. So example, so when a bus takes a sharp turn, suppose someone is taking a sharp turn, then a person sitting in the bus experiences a force acting away from the center of the curved path. That means if someone is turning in this way, then he will experience a force in this direction. If somebody is sitting here, he will experience a force in this direction. Okay, so that is called, because the bus was going actually in this direction. Suppose the bus was going in this direction, straight way, but suddenly it takes turns, then the person who is sitting at the seat will experience a force on the sidewise direction. Okay, because due to the inertia of direction, the person was supposed to go in this way, but the bus suddenly turns. That is why he will experience a force in this direction. Okay, because he wants to go in this direction. That is why this is called the inertia of the direction. So three things: inertia of rest, inertia of motion, and inertia of direction. So you have to remember this one. So what is the inertia? Inertia is the inherent property of a material body by virtue of which it cannot change by itself its state of rest or uniform motion in a straight line. Okay, so that is known as inertia. Now, how the inertia of body can be measured. So write down how the inertia body measured. So how can we measure this one? Inertia, how can we measure? So now the mass of a body is the measures of the inertia. Okay, so mass of a body, mass of a body is the measures of the inertia. Now, if a body is having more mass, it has more inertia. That is why it is very difficult to change its state of rest or uniform motion. For example, you can say that if we kick a football, it flies a long way, but if we kick a stone of the same size, then it is very hard to move. Why? Because the stone opposes the change in its motion better than the football because of the more mass, because the stone is having more mass, so that is why it will oppose, it will not change its state. So stone has more inertia than the football. Okay, so in this way we can measure the inertia. So this thing I have learned today, inertia, about what the inertia. Then we'll go to the Newton's laws of motion. So Newton, Sir Isaac Newton, was born in 1642. I write down Sir Newton's laws of motion. Newton's laws of motion. It was given by Sir Isaac Newton. Long ago in 1642, he was born actually, 1642, and died in 1727. So this law was given. Actually, the same type of thing what the Galileo said. So about the study of motion. So that same type of thing, first law, he also discussed. So the thing is, first law, I'll write down first law. First law of motion. What is said that every body continues in its state of rest or uniform motion. Write down every body you can say uniform motion. In a straight line. Unless it is compelled by some external force to change that state. So what he said that every body continues in its state of rest or of uniform motion in a straight line unless it is compelled by some external force to change that state. So that is called the Newton's first law of motion. So there are three parts actually. The first part is that it says that the body at rest continues in its state of rest. And the second part is it says the body in motion continues moving in a straight path with uniform speed. And also in third part it said that the body moving with a uniform speed in a straight line cannot change itself its direction of motion. Okay, so that means if you want to change the direction of the motion, or if you want to change the state of the object from rest to motion, then you have to apply external forces. Okay, so now why the first law? The first law is also called the law of inertia. This first law is also called the law of inertia. Why it is called law of inertia? Because according to Newton's first law of motion, every body continues in its state of rest or uniform motion unless an external force acts upon it. So this shows that a body by itself cannot change its state of rest or uniform motion. Okay, so what is the inertia? Also I discussed about what is inertia. Inertia also tells the same thing, that inability of a body to change its state of rest or uniform motion along with a straight line is called the inertia of the object. So this is the first law also defines what is the inertia, and hence it is rightly it is called that it is the law of inertia. Okay, so now we'll do one small experiment to show that how the inertia actually works, and what is the meaning of this one. Very simple experiments, already you know, but I'm going to do this one. So this is the experiment with the. So first I'll tell you what is the meaning of the experiments. The coin falls. This is an experiment based on the inertia of rest. Okay, so here the thing is that coin falls into the glass when a card is given a sudden jerk. Okay, so now we'll take a glass here. Here is a glass. As you can see, glass. So place the glass here. Now we'll take a card. I think I'm having. There's one card here. And we'll take another object here, like this object. So you can see this is there's a glass I placed, and on the glass we have placed one card. So on the card we have kept one object. Now what will happen when we'll pull the card? See that this black object is also coming along with the card. Okay, as we slowly pulling that card, that the inertia of the motion is transferring to this black object. Okay, now if I pull the card, then what will happen? That the inertia of motion will not be able to transfer to this object, so it will fall into the glass. So we'll do the experiment. Okay, so we'll first hit the card with a sudden jerk. So we'll see what will happen. Okay, just look at this. See, okay, so the object has fallen into the glass. Okay. That means what? That means the object which was kept on this object which is kept on this, so it wants to stay at rest. Understand? So when suddenly if I hit this object, so it has passed below it, but due to the inertia of rest, so it will fall. We'll do it one more time. Look at this. Okay, so you can try in your home also as activity, I say. So next class we'll discuss about so many things based on inertia of rest, inertia of motion, and also the inertia of the directions. Okay, so thank you very much.